doing? We out here, chilling in the spot. What up? How y'all doing? We out here, chilling in the spot. What up? How y'all doing? We out here, chilling in the spot. What up? How y'all doing? We out here, chilling in the spot. What up?
Hey, what's going on, y'all? Brothers Breaking Bread podcast in the house. Hey!
We'll have a little pop-up. Have everybody over. It'll be good.
Yeah, let's make it happen. Let's not just talk about it.
This is a beautiful thing, man. Just all this blackness, and we all just getting together, we playing dominoes, we eating, we drinking.
And, you know, food is always just the extra, man.
They deprive these people of their basic human rights. You know, and we call ourselves Americans. We're supposed to be above all this.
They'll fake the crisis. They'll make it seem way out of proportion.
We brothers, we breaking bread.
How y'all doing? We out here, chilling in the spot. What up?
Trying to hold it all together, man. Life is moving fast right now, man. So it's good to have everybody come through.
I love that, man. I love it a lot. More than I could say to you guys.
If we were white, if we were Irish, if we were Jewish, if we were Poles, if we had, in fact, in your mind, a frame of reference, our heroes would be your heroes too. Nat Turner would be a hero for you instead of a threat. Malcolm X might still be alive. And everyone is very proud of brave little Israel, a state against which I have nothing. I don't want to be misinterpreted. I'm not an anti-Semite. But, when the Israelis pick up guns, or the Poles, or the Irish, or any white man in the world says, give me liberty or give me death, the entire white world applauds. When a black man says exactly the same thing, word for word, he is judged a criminal and treated like one, and everything possible is done to make an example of this bad nigger so there won't be any more like him.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? Brothers Breaking Bread podcast, Triple B in the house. We here, the soldier, half of the Brothers of Doom. Joe Jeff here. I think 10 meters will be getting on a little later. He's out practicing the 10-10-10 rule, as he put it down there in the South. I am the KC Stork. What's going on, fellas?
Chilling. What's the deal, man?
Waiting through the bullshit.
We're going to get into it early in the show. But, yeah, just, being a black, I won't say man, because black women go through it too. Just being a black person trying to survive in these here United States. You know what I'm saying? So let's do our check-in. How's your week been, soldier?
Oh, man. It's been slow motion, really. Slow motion in the ocean.
Slow motion? I mean? That sounds like some pimp shit.
I wish. Nah, man, for real. Really, I've been not only social distancing, but media distancing.
You got to.
For the most part, you know what I'm saying? Because it's been a lot of bullshit. So, but other than that, man, just staying positive. Just trying to keep it moving, man.
That's all you can do, pimp. What about you, Joe?
Oh, man, been busy. Just trying to, get my house together and, clean up a little bit and, what I'm saying, do a little cooking here and there, that type of thing. So,
yeah, I heard something about some burgers a little in the pregame,
Man, try to hook up a little smash burger on the cast iron skillet.
Okay.
Try to hook that up. Threw that little guac salsa on there.
Now, what is this? Hold on, what is Bosco? This guac salsa, anyways? What the hell is this?
Tell them about it, man. Tell them about it.
It might be maybe one of the greatest things ever made. So basically, it's guacamole. It's guacamole and salsa combined.
Okay.
I'm
not big on guacamole. I am big on salsa.
Bruh,
it's not thick like guacamole.
It's not thick.
It's like
it's more salsa with it's more salsa with the spice and the tomatoes and all that shit, and then it's just enough guac in there, bruh, to to make it different, and it's
just set it off right. Huh?
I'm not a big guacamole fan either.
Little flavor. The color, it's got the verde.
The verde green.
Yeah, right. That's what I was thinking, but.
And so Roger brought it through about a year ago. I think it was like July 4th, something like that. We came through.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
and then he brought this for like chips, chips and dip and that type of thing. So it's good for that. But I was experimenting. I threw them mug on a burger, and I have not been the same since.
Changed your life, huh?
My burger game is up from there. You know what I'm saying?
It's so good, dog. It's such a fucking it's such a kickoff, bro. And like if you don't tell nobody about it and you put it on there, you just like.
Yeah. See, that's probably how you had to get me, because I might not try it just because I don't really care for guacamole. But like if you just slid it in on me, I'll probably slurp that shit up.
You be like Pookie out here. You got another one of them burgers?
Hey,
you know what? I'm growing some tomatoes too, man, because I want to make some fire salsa. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, cause it's definitely one of them things where you gonna just you really gonna probably put the hamburger down and just open up the bun to see what the fuck is going on.
See what the hell's going on.
You're like, hold on, dog. This is some different shit. This is different.
Next level, I'm trying to tell you, man.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to check this out. I need further research.
It is that good.
Yeah.
It is that good.
So in concert with the smash burger, nigga.
Ooh, oh yeah.
Nigga, cancel Christmas, bro.
Think about that. Yeah, that is pretty good. Not that smash.
That's bro, man. It's always good when men get in the kitchen. You dig?
Oh yeah,
got the brioche bun, toasted.
Yeah. That sounds
a little olive oil on that bad boy. Man, I'm trying to tell y'all don't even know.
Man, I hate we having all these good feelings and what we about to get into. I am.
Yeah. Well,
Well, let me get my shit out the way. Week's been pretty decent, pretty good. Just like the soldier said, man, just trying to social distancing and also mental distancing, man. Because especially with the story we're gonna talk about this man who got gunned down in the street. Just like you go to work, and I work in a field where there are very few black people, and it's just knowing that the people I work with, either they know nothing about it or they're too afraid to talk to me about it. This week has been very annoying. You know what I'm saying? It's like there's this national news story, and we're talking about, are you gonna go out and go eat when they open up Kansas? Like, what? Niggas getting gunned down in the street. Bitch, y'all want no burritos?
For real, yeah.
And then no, I'm gonna wait till a few of you motherfuckers die and be like, not done just yet. Corona's still cooking. You know what I'm saying? So but outside of that, man, it's been good. Can't complain. Work's picking up, so nigga can pay the bills. You know what I'm saying? So I'm happy about that.
That's always a good thing.
Yeah.
Because you know what, man? The motherfucking food is getting more expensive. I was at the grocery store yesterday, and I was buying shit. I was like, God damn, I don't remember ground beef costing this much.
Yeah, I know, bro.
Chicken that cost this much. You know what I mean?
Nigga, hold up. The premonition from last week. what was that James put out, man?
What did he say?
What was it, like Hy-Vee is gonna start limiting how much meat you could buy.
Yeah, right.
There's storage, and I like, I said I'm sizing my neighbors up, nigga.
Hey, dog. Oh, I will eat my neighbor's ass. I will eat my neighbor. I will eat his ass.
I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm gonna an
alpha male. I'm an alpha male.
If you're a globalist, I'll eat your ass first.
Hey, dog. And it's like, yeah, like the day that this, because like me, I'm a big turkey fan. Like I ain't just like Thanksgiving nigga. I like turkey legs. Them hoes went from like the turkey thighs, turkey legs went from like $2 or $3 to nigga like, oh look at that shit. That shit like $6. I was like, oh Lord, Jesus no.
Yeah.
Back to the chicken.
Yeah, man.
Chicken thighs went up. I know that.
I know chicken, and I love chicken thighs. And they usually like, especially if you go like to, damn, we sound like some old niggas right now. Especially if you go to like a Price Chopper, you can get the motherfucking chicken thighs real cheap. And Them hoes done shot up too.
Yeah, man, I bought a whole chicken for like $10, $11 yesterday, man. Usually I can get the motherfuckers for like 7, 8. You know what I mean? Like a big one. And yeah, that shit's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
All right, man.
You know, so yeah, I guess well, yeah, we'll get into it. But yeah, I guess it's good that motherfuckers is able to get back to work, but we'll see what other repercussions, you know, that leads to.
Yeah. All right, so shit. So let's go ahead and kick it off. You know, if y'all been living under a rock, you probably have not heard, if you like my coworkers who have not heard or don't give a fuck. Back in February 23rd of this year, there was a young man, and we'll get into that too as we go about this story. There is different stories about whether he was just jogging or whether he had like broken into a home or broken into a construction site and stole something. All I know is on the video that shows him being shot, he has nothing in his hands. He's running with nothing. Whatever. The young man's name is, I believe we agreed, Ahmaud Arbery, because we were trying to find the correct pronunciation to say his name out of respect, because he is, you know, he was murdered in the streets. But yeah, so basically, I believe it was 3 men. Only 2 have been arrested, but there were 3 there.
Yeah.
There was what 3? Because it was the father, it was the son in the truck, and then you talking about the guy who trailed that gave us the video.
It was a father and a son in the truck, and then there was the guy who was recording, who was on the phone with the police.
Yeah.
Correct. So
does he deserve to be arrested? He recorded it.
He could be an accomplice.
I mean, for niggas, they do accessory after the fact all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
He submitted the video.
I know, but you sat there. If you break it,
in the situation isn't clear.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Like, was he just a bystander or was he with them? You know,
well, I mean, he was obviously with them, but he ain't in control of what they do.
Let me tell you this, Joe.
That don't matter, bro.
How many
niggas has been locked up?
Yeah,
they literally.
But I'm saying he witnessed it and he submitted the video.
I understand it. I hear what you're saying, Joe. All I'm saying is, if me and the soldier go to a 7-Eleven and rob the 7-Eleven, and you're there as our friend recording it, your black ass is going to jail too. Even if you submit it
and then I turn it in, so they
your ass is still going to jail, bro.
I don't stupid for turning that motherfucker in.
Are you stupid for turning it in? You get less. You getting less time, but you going to jail.
Yeah, bro.
Like that bus driver said, you going to jail now.
Yeah, man.
Well, we'll see about it.
No. Does he deserve the full weight of the law? No. But there is. But to me though, it's like, what are you doing there? Why are you not telling your friends, hey, can we just detain this guy?
Well, you know why he recorded it, or why he turned the recording in. He turned the recording in because he felt like it justified the case.
Yeah, the story came out that he said he said I turned it in because I said I thought it would clear our name up. Yeah, I heard that story. And the 2 men we started off. The 2 men who were arrested. Was it yesterday?
Something like that.
Yesterday.
Yeah. Travis McMicheal and his father, Greg McMicheal, 64. So Travis McMicheal's 34. Yeah, as we said, more than 2 months after the fatal shooting. They were denied. So it was yesterday. They were denied bond Friday afternoon. Yeah, so I know I watched the video. I don't know if you two have or not.
I've seen bits and pieces of it. I haven't watched it all, and
okay.
I didn't see the most important part, which is when he was shot and killed. I didn't watch that.
Yeah, he was shot multiple times.
Yeah, I've heard. Yeah. I heard like 3 shots.
The shots went off multiple times. You sure he got shot multiple times?
Yeah, he got hit like at least twice.
Okay, all right.
I mean, I ain't saying no. It wasn't like fucking John Wick going to work on this nigga. No. He got.
Well, they were wrestling over the gun, and I thought he may have been able to push the barrel away as some of those shots went off.
So I think initially, because like there's a moment when the camera's blind, so when he's coming around the truck, I think he may have been hit then. So that's when he's trying to wrestle him away, and then Like you say, yeah. So then he's like trying to push old dude away, and then there's like a definite when he gets shot again. So, but I don't know. I think he got hit at least twice, and then they kind of shut the video off when the dude with the handguns walking up. So
yeah, because he might have came over with the coup de grace. We don't know.
Yeah, we don't know. But I mean, you walking up with the handgun out, you ain't coming up there to check his motherfucking pulse, nigga.
Yeah, shots already been fired, so yeah, like. But yeah, man, I ain't watched that shit, man. I'm tired of seeing these motherfucking videos. Of black men being killed for nothing. You know what I'm saying? In cold blood. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's by a public official or by a citizen / video, whatever. So I don't know. I don't. To me personally, I don't want those particular images in my mind when I'm trying to, lay my head down at night or in the morning, which is usually when I go to sleep. But
well, nigga, you gonna watch this one?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
Yeah, well, I'm not gonna play it.
And it doesn't change the fact of the matter. You know what I'm saying? That man is dead, and I don't need to. Like I seen enough of what happened to see that wasn't nothing going on that justified that action.
Right. So. And I think for me though the biggest thing is, and I think it's specifically in this case. If this video doesn't get leaked, these two motherfuckers are still just walking around doing their day to day,
walking and talking. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So and that's what's so crazy to me. Just the fact that and now we're hearing that the police wanted to arrest them, but the DA said no, and we'll get into that too. But what the fuck? I have seen police take motherfuckers in handcuffs. You need a DA to make an arrest? Now, to keep somebody, yeah. To get a conviction, yeah. But to take a nigga to the county jail, you need a DA. You got to call the DA.
DA be a busy motherfucker then.
That's what I'm saying. They're like none of this shit makes sense. None of this makes sense. Like me, you, and Joe. And it could be a black person, brown, white, Asian, and we just roll up on a motherfucker and cap them in the middle of the street because we say we thought they stole some shit from a fucking abandoned house across the street. Nigga, we might die that day. Fuck going to jail.
Yeah. Real talk.
And these men just walking around for 2 months, not afraid of nothing. The power of whiteness is fucking intoxicating as shit.
Yeah.
Real talk.
I mean, like, no, I couldn't, nigga. If I shot a deer in my backyard, I'd be scared somebody gonna come and fucking snatch me up, nigga.
Yeah, for real.
Let alone a human being in the middle of a street in broad day, broad daylight, on camera, with the long motherfucking rifle, bro. So you know that shit, bop, 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 loud as fuck.
Yeah.
All right, we just getting started. So I'm trying to keep my calm. We got a lot of show, a lot of stories. So like this part here, the police at the scene went to her. Well, hold on, let me go back a little bit. Two Glenn County commissioners said District Attorney Jackie Johnson office refused to allow Glenn County Police Department to make arrests, which I call bullshit on. Immediately, you don't call the fuck. No, I get it. I'm not a lawyer. I grew up in a house with 2 cops. I have a very small understanding of the law. You got a sister that's a lawyer. My dad was a lawyer. What I do know is cops, when they have fucking probable cause, have the authority to arrest your ass there immediately.
So if you're a police officer,
yes,
and you respond to a call,
yes, about
shots fired, and you arrive on the scene. And there's a human being laid out on the ground.
Dead.
And there are other human beings with firearms.
Yes.
In the same vicinity right there.
Yeah. Hold on.
On the scene.
Hold on, Zeb.
And they're not like, no, they're like, we shot this motherfucker.
Hold on, Zeb. So, and there's a video of them showing. And there's a video of them showing you
now,
how they killed this man.
Been known at the time. You know what I'm saying? When the police officers arrived on the scene, but And so the natural response is to not arrest these motherfuckers, and like we'll sort the rest of this shit out later. Like obviously, someone was killed, someone was shot and killed, and these two people, at least two people, are saying that they were involved in this altercation that led to this person's death, and you don't arrest these motherfuckers on the spot?
I just want to know what would happen in the inverse if cops showed up to a scene.
Nigga,
And a black man.
Hold on.
I'm saying, and a black man told you that we were making a citizen's arrest.
You're not gonna get that. You're not even gonna say that. That's not even gonna come out your mouth. If the police officers arrive and you have a motherfucking firearm in your hand and you don't drop that motherfucker immediately, you're dead. That's it.
That's obviously true. Yeah.
So
you're not even gonna get an opportunity to present your side of the situation.
So I'm gonna say what I think that happened is, this is a small little county. We've already found out that this, and I forget the Travis McMicheal. I don't know what his. I know he knows the police.
Whatever. Was an ex-police officer.
No, Greg McMicheal.
Right?
Well, no, I know Greg McMicheal. He's the one that he was an he was an investigator for the DA. Also, I think he also worked for the police department. And Travis McMicheal, they said that he had some knowings as far as the police also. So they get there, and of course the cops know who this nigga is. He used to be an investigator for the DA. They know who the fuck he is. And they called her and said, "Hey, your boy down here, they didn't kill this nigga boy real bad. What you want us to do?" And she was like, "Is there anybody else to see? Not right now. Okay, just throw some crack on him and call it a wrap."
Yeah.
That's what the fuck happened.
Yeah,
basically.
That's what the fuck happened.
Did y'all get a chance to read this letter from the Office of the District Attorney, the Wayward Judicial Circuit? Waycross Judicial Circuit.
I did not.
No, I haven't.
So I just sent it back out to the group if you want to take a look at it. But it's wild.
Okay. Yeah, I think I did. Hold on.
Yeah, I think James put this out in the world for Facebook, I believe. But
you want me to read it?
Basically, what had happened is you've got the district attorney has recused himself of the investigation because.
Right. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I don't know what you mean by two, but the district attorney has recused him or herself, I'm not sure exactly, from the investigation because the mother of Ahmaud Arbery basically cited that, hey, they're too close to each other. There's like some connection, somebody's, I don't know, kids play soccer together. I don't know what the hell it was, but some to the point where there was a connection where she didn't feel like they could be, just in a situation or impartial. Yeah. Unbiased, impartial. So, in recusing himself, he goes ahead and lays out 5 reasons why he think that the case shouldn't go forward. Nigga. And I'm like, if you're gonna recuse yourself, fucking recuse yourself. Shut the fuck up. You ain't got nothing else to say.
You have no opinion on the matter.
How you gonna recuse yourself and then give us 5 reasons why the McMicheals need to walk?
Yeah.
And so I don't know if you want to go through that rationale.
So we can go through it. So you said there were 5. So the first, I am the current elected district attorney for the Waycross Circuit. I have worked as a criminal prosecutor for some 36 years as an assistant district attorney in Waycross and Brunswick. As chief assistant in Waycross 20 years and served as the DA for the last 5 years, I have been actively involved in over 100 murder cases, which you probably, nigga, how many have people gone to jail or gotten off because you were a fuckboy? And assisted the prosecutor with at least 100 more. I have no idea how many aggravated assault cases involving gunshots and wounds of all types. Plus, I have attended countless schools, classes, and seminars on criminal prosecution, criminal acts, and evidence. Myself and one of my senior trial attorneys have reviewed the evidence extensively and concur on all points. As to the case at hand, it is my professional belief that autopsy confirms what we already viewed, as shown on the videotape with the photographs and from witness statements taken immediately at the scene, the niggas that killed him. Autopsy supports the initial opinion that we gave on February 24th, 2020 at the briefing room in Glenn County Police Department reviewing the evidence you had at the time. We do not see grounds for an arrest of any of the three parties. Wow. Third, it appears Travis McMicheal and Greg McMicheal and Brian Williams were following in quote-unquote hot pursuit a burglary suspect with solid first-hand probable cause in their neighborhood and telling him to stop. It appears their intent was to stop and hold the criminal suspect until law enforcement arrived. Under Georgia law, this is perfectly legal. So you can chase a nigga in the street with guns, basically. What is it? OC something GA with the law. A private person may arrest an offender if the offense is committed in his presence or within his immediate knowledge. If the offense is a felony or the offender is escaping or attempting to escape, a private person may arrest him upon reasonable and probable grounds of suspicion. I read nowhere in there where it say you can just shoot a nigga in the street. Fourth, it clearly appears Travis McMicheal and Greg McMicheal had firearms being carried in an open fashion. The investigation shows neither of them convicted felons or under felony supervision. They were in a motor vehicle owned by Travis McMicheal. Under Georgia law, this is legal open carry. Wow, nigga, just, goddamn it, how this motherfucker gonna scroll?
So I mean, so you see the case being laid out,
right?
That they're gonna run for acquittal.
Yeah.
And why, if you're recusing yourself, you give the defense this playbook in order to defend themselves? I don't know. That's biased as fuck. That's racist as shit. I don't know. I don't do. Do we want to go argue any of the merits of that bullshit?
I mean, I don't know, dog. It's just.
So it says that they were in hot pursuit, and what I saw is Arbery was running up on the white truck. So they weren't in hot pursuit; they had cut him off.
They had tried to cut him off, yes.
Right.
And detain him, and I'm like, I don't know. To me, that shouldn't be any citizen's job to detain anybody at gunpoint.
So, also, if you feel that this, first of all, you can see he's not a threat. He's running away. He has no weapons. So, if you really in your heart,
I don't know if I can go that far though, man.
He had both hands open. He didn't have a weapon.
He did not have a weapon. When he runs at the guy with the younger, if I'm running and you block me off and you got a shotgun, what do you want me to do? I agree. You should not. Why is he being cut off? That's a good question.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What do you want me to do?
But at the point where he turns and goes after the gun, you say he's not a threat. I don't know if you can argue that.
Bro, if you have a weapon and you point it at me and you're close enough, I'm going to grab the weapon.
No, he should be able to defend himself.
Defend himself, right?
Yeah, I'm just saying.
But at the same time, while he's defending himself, that might be the argument that Travis gives. Travis McMicheal says, "I'm defending myself."
But what I was trying to say, before we even got to that point, was he has no weapon. Mm-hmm. Right. Don't try to detain him. Just keep an eye on him and alert the police to where his location is. And once the fucking authorities get there, y'all back the fuck off.
Allow the people who are trained to do this do their damn job.
He's on 75th and Truce. Okay, he's still on Truce. He's run down Truce. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Just shit like that. Like but to me, it just what's in you. What's in a human to just... It seems like they wanted to take a life. Specifically a black life. That's what it seems... That's what I'm seeing. Because the confrontation did not have to be needed.
I think that white people, man, you know what I'm saying? A lot of them, they feel there's a feeling of superiority. You know what I'm saying? They feel that, if it's a black person or minority, a so-called minority, that they have that right. They have a natural right to exert their superiority and their control over whatever it is that you are involved in and are doing, over your life, basically. You know what I'm saying? So that's all that is, simple and plain.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? That's all that is. Now, because we live in the United States of America, you know, from what I hear, ever since I've been, you know, ever since I can remember, the greatest nation on earth. And, you know, obviously, you know, the laws in the various states, and especially in the southern states, are going, you know, they reflect that superiority. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, you know, what y'all are saying, you know, why didn't they do this? Why didn't they do that? Blah, blah, blah. That's number one, just the superiority. But also, their laws, excuse me, the laws are set up to back that up, to back that superiority complex up. You know what I'm saying? So one could argue legally, and I'm not a lawyer, I'm not an attorney, I have never been trained, you know, as an attorney. I went to law school, so, you know, this is just my conjecture, my fucking common sense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
One could argue that they were acting well within their rights. You know what I'm saying? Even though they're totally flipping the situation, because in my mind, the whole situation, they initiated that shit, right? And just as you were saying, Roger, they initiated that. Correct. Why don't you just wait and, you know, why don't you just lay back, you got this motherfucker in your vision, call the proper authorities, let them come through and handle that situation. You know what I'm saying? So, but they didn't do that. They fucking went, they were the aggressors. And so one could argue that this man was just defending, he was, you know, doing what the Georgia law is supposed to allow you to do, which is defend your fucking self. You know what I'm saying? Now, he just didn't have a fucking gun on him. But because legally, he should have been in the rights to motherfucking shoot one of them or both. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. If a motherfucker's approaching you in a threatening manner, you know what I'm saying? In a, you know, where you feel like your life is in danger, you know what I'm saying? So, man, this, you know, it's just all bullshit. And they're going to, you know, it's going to get argued, however it's going to get argued. And I don't know, you know, what the outcome's going to be, because,
but
you know, they might have to suffer. But it's just, I see it just being another Trayvon. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's looking like to me.
I've seen some of Joe's posts, like, and the thing is, like, with Trayvon, there was no video, so it is really. It ain't even he say because Trayvon did.
Yeah, so he say she say.
Yeah, I was saying he say because it was two males.
Yeah,
but it's literally a fucking video of a nigga running, and I don't know if it, and here's my thing, dog. Like, and we got Candace Owens and all these other, the usual fucking repertoire of motherfuckers who shame niggas for whoever, and the usual suspects of racist white people who will defend to no end any action, no matter how violent or vulgar. I don't give a fuck if this nigga has stolen Thanos' fucking gauntlet and was running down the goddamn street. You do not just get to roll up on niggas and shoot them.
Shoot them, yeah.
I don't know. If he got Thanos' gauntlet, I might have to let that nigga go.
Okay, my bad. I might have went too far, but... But, I mean, so what? What, this nigga stole some copper pipes? So that's the... I mean, so what, he went... So we Joe put in our chat group some videos that just came out, I think today. But this is something else, something that they've been holding on to and having. They review, but even after reviewing them, the GBI, which is the State Bureau of Investigation, Georgia Bureau of Investigation, still made the arrest. But here's the thing: stealing copper pipes is not a fucking a death sentence.
No. Yeah. That's not fall under capital punishment.
And once again, like, and who knows? I mean, I'm willing to admit, did he have an idea? Maybe he was going to steal something. I don't know. But what we do know is,
I put it this way: I know that I've gone in. It was, we say an abandoned house. It wasn't an abandoned. It was a house under construction.
Under construction, correct.
A new structure that was being put up. So framework is up there. I've gone into I live in a community where, you know, my house was one of the first 3 houses in our community. They're steadily putting more houses in, you know, every year. I've gone into a house just to look at the guts of the house.
Just to see what.
Just to look around. And he might have just been out of general curiosity going into the house. Just take a look around and see what's going on. I've done that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm not the only person who's ever done that.
I've done
it trespassing, and I'm trespassing when I do that.
Yeah.
And I know I'm trespassing when I do that. But I'm not there to steal. But I would hope you would think that I deserve better than to be cornered and shot over my curiosity about what's going on inside of a new construction.
And I agree, Joe, but I'm saying
most motherfuckers are smart enough. If they was going in there to steal, they at least wait till nightfall.
Yeah, but I'm saying, Joe. But even with that though, I'm saying, it may be innocent, but I'm saying
even if that was,
if the nigga was going to steal, you don't get to chase a motherfucker down in the street and just gun him down in broad daylight or at night or any night.
And then you say you pursuing him. They didn't pursue him. They cut him off. They cornered him, man. What was he supposed to do? When you corner an animal, what they gonna do?
Yeah, because people are like, oh, he went after the gun. I'm like, bruh, if you've ever had a gun pointed at you, and you fear for your life, and you think this person may actually try to take your life, you got two options: run and get shot in the back, or try to get control of that weapon. Those are your only two fucking options, Chief. That's it. Because if you begging for your life,
you can stand there and pray.
Yeah,
you can pray, but you about to be with your maker in a hot minute.
But it's an option.
You know what I'm saying? It's an option, though. So what I'm trying to say is, we got three options. Thank y'all both. So you got three options: you can pray, you can run, or you can motherfucking stand. Quote unquote, stand your ground and control the weapon and try to take your and try not to die. But people are like, oh, if he just would have laid down. I'm like, come on, Chief. Come on, man. Because if he just would have laid down, as soon as they would have shot him, they would have been like, oh, shit, we shot this man. We need to get EMS. We need to get everybody there. Fuck that. They wasn't about that life. They want that man to die.
Ask Brother Baldwin. If it was Patrick Henry, he'd be a hero.
He'd be a hero.
Yeah.
But he Nat Turner out here. You know what I'm saying? He out here fighting for his freedom, man.
And then this brings us to another point, though. Why we gotta be perfect? Why we gotta be perfect? Like, they bringing up all this shit from his past. He did this, he did that. What the fuck does that matter? We got a president that's groping and talking about fucking grabbing by the pussy and all kind of shit like that. Our next president can't stop smelling motherfuckers' hair, I'm sorry,
and allegedly fingering people.
Yeah, our presidential candidate. But when it comes to Black Lives, dog, we gotta be so fucking perfect, dog. We gotta be perfect. Mm-hmm. Let me get gunned down. Oh my God, they gonna pull up all my tweets. They gonna pull up, here's this nigga. This nigga was in the military. Yeah. He was overseas. General Order number 1. This nigga getting drunk with Polish soldiers. This nigga getting demoted. This nigga slapping colonels and shit like that. They gonna pull up all the dirt, bro. I'm like,
you slapped the colonel?
Hey man, life comes at you fast, bro.
Oh, you gotta tell that story, bro.
Hey, there's a lot going on, bro. A lot going on about this. Put it this way: I went from specialist, which is an E4, to an E1, real quick.
Oh shit!
They shot you down, bro.
Hey, yeah, I deserved it. Your boys wild the fuck out. Wow. It was a sergeant major. He calmed me down real quick, nigga. He calmed me down real quick. But yeah, man. But it's like,
obviously not quick enough, nigga.
Nah. I mean, yeah. He said, "You a good soldier, but you got some anger problems." I said, "I do."
Because of shit like this.
Cause shit like this, motherfucker. Anyway, but yeah, man. We just gotta be so perfect, man. Like even in our deaths, dog. We can't just nigga. The country can't mourn black people, bro, because that one time in 2005, he stole some bubble gum from Circle K. Like, nigga, what? I don't get it, bro. Then you got
he was sneaking around a construction site.
Sneaking around. And speaking of that shit, then you got like I said, we brought it up earlier. You got these foot shufflers, these mouth breathing, troglodyte ass foot shufflers like Candace Owens. This bitch probably ain't been back on Twitter,
what she even say, man? I don't even know.
She put Ahmaud Arbery was caught on camera breaking into an unfinished property, which has not been proven, that was owned by Larry English. He was trespassing, maybe. So
you say, I'm saying breaking in. It was an open structure, like the garage door was open. He walked straight in. It wasn't like he cracked the lock or something like that. It was an open structure.
But into an unfinished property that was owned by Larry English. His mother has confirmed it in the video, and that's the video that I said that we'll have in the show notes that Joe brought up to the chat group. His mother has confirmed in the video. Please stop with the just a jogger bullshit narrative. Avid joggers don't wear khaki shorts and stop to break into homes. If you don't got regular shorts, bitch, you do wear khaki shorts. If you poor, then you run what you run in. I seen a white man running barefoot in the rain the other day. The fuck we talking about? and that's real talk, dog. Like Grant was like, Daddy, he ain't got no shoes on, and I was like, I know. This nigga just running down, not even in the dirt. This nigga running down the sidewalk in the rain barefoot.
Yeah.
I should have shot him in the street. I said, this nigga probably robbed somebody. I should just gun this nigga. Hey,
this nigga ain't an avid jogger. That's shit.
Hey, boys, cover your eyes. Daddy got work to do. but
perpetrate the fraud like he avid.
But here we are though. And this is such a, like you said, it's so calculated when she says breaking into an unfinished property. It's so calculated, man, her words, man, because it's like this one, like, and this other, it's just not just her, but there's men too. We talk about that one nigga want to be a pimp named Slipback, Terrence K. Williams ass nigga. But these one or two niggas just give so much life to racist white people, bruh.
Why isn't she caping so hard for every fucking white person on earth? Like, if you trying to be Republican, but shouldn't Republicans be against fucking murder?
But I agree. I agree.
Is this a Republican Democrat thing?
I don't even know that, but she.
Look. On my feed, you was talking about like my dude was talking about, you know what I'm saying, he rushed the cop. The cop should have shot. Well, this is not a cop. This is a civilian. This ain't even cop violence. This is two citizens. Why is she making this? Why is she shitting on the black man? That's what I want to know.
Because she understands the only reason that she gets to sleep in master's bed, aka the white man, as far as we, and I'm not, not all white people evil. Of course, we already know that. But the type of white people she's catering to, the only way she gets to get into the house and not back out there in the field with us, me, you, and the soldier, is by saying shit like this. And she knows this. This is her brand now. She knows this.
Yeah. She did marry a white man, didn't she?
Huh?
She sure did marry a white man,
didn't she? She sure did. Like her, and you got like this, that fucking Jason fucking Whitlock that we ran out of Kansas City, thank God. This nigga over there talking about LeBron shouldn't be saying things that he said.
Coon ass, yeah.
Nigga, fix your hair, nigga. Why you got a fucking biscuit on top of your head, nigga? Fix that before you tweet any motherfucking thing ever in life, bruh.
Yeah,
but it's just these like her and fucking Diamond and Silk and all these other people.
Man, it's what they call it, the Stockholm syndrome, man.
Yeah,
that's what it is, man.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty
really
good.
What it is, man. It's like I don't.
But the thing is, though, but the thing is, though,
convince themselves, man, that you know what I'm saying. They part of something that they are not a part of, And you know what? Fuck them. That's all I got to say. Fuck them.
But like we talked about on the show before too, the thing that like upsets me more is I don't even think they believe this shit. They just saying it because it fucking puts money in their bank account.
I was thinking that shit about I don't even like saying his name, but Whitlock, you know what I'm saying? I was thinking that same thing. I was like, do we even believe the shit that he's saying, man? Like, he cannot. But that's the thing, is that I don't. To us, we can't conceive of actually believing that shit, right? I'm not so sure that that's the case with them, man. I really don't know.
But we got proof of them leaning like very much the other way previous to Trump being in the fucking White House. You know what I'm saying? The Terrence K. Williams niggas, I don't know about him, but like Candace Owens, Diamond and Silk,
that is true.
Too many others to name. It's like we have video proof, audio proof of you saying the exact opposite of the shit you saying today. You know what I'm saying? And that's what fucking pisses me off, bro. It's like you out here endangering the lives of black people, your own fucking blood for some dollars?
Yeah.
So you can have a fucking blue check by your name, bitch? Really?
Yep, she got the blue check.
I know. And it's just like I don't know if you like back in the day, Whitlock used to be on them editorials and shit like that. He used to have them white boys so mad. So mad.
He sure did. He sure did.
And then like he found out cause
he ain't Homer.
Yeah, he ain't Homer. Then remember he tried to do the black version of I forget what it was, the online shit. And basically got his nuts cut off and they said, "Nah, nigga, we ain't paying for this shit. You fired, nigga." And he ain't been right since.
Nah.
Yeah, I didn't know about him when he was
go back.
When he was actually back at the crib.
Hey, go back to some of his shit.
It was him and Joe Posnanski. Like every time you turn into like pick up the Star and you turn to the sports section, you were checking to see if those two writers are written.
Yep.
Yeah.
I used to read that nigga like me, Damon. And Damon he can get back on the show. He can tell you some wild stories because our mutual friend, this cat named Woody, knew that motherfucker Whitlock when he was on the radio. And so like Woody was like the nigga in the street for him, and he would call in just to talk all kind of crazy shit and get paid talk crazy shit. But he had them white boys so mad. But then when he left here and tried to go ESPN route and all that shit like that, got his nuts cut off because he was like, "Nah, nigga, we ain't paying you for just talking that black shit." That nigga ain't been right. He ain't been right. Like if you go like look up Whitlock like probably about like what 97 to whenever. Casey Starr, and if you can find some of them editorials he used to have, dog, you be like, this the same nigga?
No, I'm gonna look into it. Yeah, I want to see.
This the same nigga?
Obviously I believe y'all, but I can't believe it though.
Yeah, but that's what makes me so mad though. It's like we have documented proof that you was a whole different ass nigga. A whole different ass nigga. And then once them OOOs hit your bank account, you done switched up. You won't stand by to shame anybody to make white people feel uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? And it's fucking insane.
It is.
Yeah, man, that's yeah, I don't even know.
I don't know. I don't.
That's cooning to the highest degree, man.
Yes, I'm saying. I don't. What are they families like? I think we asked the question before. What is the family like? I couldn't imagine my ass. Joe wouldn't be my friend. You wouldn't be my friend. Soldier, fucking Anthony would shame me if I just started being on Facebook and Twitter, cooning like that. My mama would call and cuss me the fuck out. I mean, she'd be like, she'd be like, "Can you buy me a car?" But she would cuss me the fuck out.
Like I raised your ass better than that.
Yeah, I couldn't go to no functions. I couldn't go to no functions, bro. I'm like, what's the family dynamic when you get to do and say this shit?
Yeah, they probably ain't got one, man, or else they paying for it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I don't want to spend too much on it.
Family will fuck with him.
And then, of course, Trump says, really good guy, but says there could be something we didn't see on tape. Yeah, we saw the nigga walk into a house. There we go.
Why can't he shut the fuck up?
Because he can't. He can't shut the fuck up. And he about to get another 4 years.
Well, I mean, I already told you what it was, man.
What's up?
He catering to his base, bro.
Oh, he getting them. He got to. It's like that whole shit in what is that? Charlottesville, whatever the fuck. When he's like very good people on both sides.
Good people on both sides. This is the textbook definition of good people on both sides.
Like literally, there's a woman who got hit by a car who died flipping through the air while this nigga saying good people on both sides. We don't know what happened. Like, nigga, could you just be a fucking human for 10 minutes, bro?
Why does he need to comment on this period?
That too. Why say anything? Why can't you just say I don't know nothing about it? Coronavirus, nigga, I'm out.
Yeah, let's talk about how the fuck you fucking up the word on coronavirus and leave this shit alone.
Yeah.
I don't know. That shit is not in his DNA. It's not there.
Yeah,
it's missing in action. MIA.
Well, get ready for 4 more years of it.
4 more years, dog.
Because pussy grabber number 1 is gonna beat up pussy grabber number 2.
The ones before the 2, huh?
Yeah.
You know what, man? This is what, and I'm kind of gonna flip it a little bit to. I don't know. It doesn't really apply to this situation, but this has so many similarities to the Trayvon Martin, murder by George Zimmerman.
Murder. Say it again. Murder.
And I've been thinking, I'm gonna take it to a different spot. I've been thinking for years. I don't know what George Zimmerman's doing now. I remember he was on trial for some bullshit. I don't know what happened with that shit. So I don't know if he's in prison or if he's walking around.
He out here walking around
talking about Zimmerman?
selling his handgun for hundreds of thousands of dollars because it's like a racist man's, memorabilia now.
Yeah,
So this is what and I've thought this for some years now, man. Because I'm a huge hip hop / rap fan. You know what I'm saying? And I've heard so many rappers and wannabe rappers, and just cast it off known, just niggas in the street. You know what I'm saying? Just niggas in general. Talk real tough and talk a whole lot of shit about what they would do and how they wish that something would. I wish a motherfucker would do this and I wish a motherfucker would do that and all this type of shit, man. And this motherfucking George Zimmerman is walking around breathing, man.
Free.
You know what I'm saying? And niggas is talking a whole lot of shit. Niggas is making a whole lot of money.
He's not just breathing, nigga. He out here be talking wet.
Yeah, he's
reckless.
Did he
try to sue Barack Obama or some shit like that, nigga?
Ain't no nigga rolled up on this motherfucker yet. You know what I'm saying?
You know what?
We'll roll up and I don't even want to take it there. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, man. Sometimes I'll be disappointed by some shit, man.
Hey, but you know what it is, Soldier? Niggas would rather go to not to say all niggas, but a lot of these niggas would rather go to jail than to upset white supremacy, bro. That's the bottom line. As much as they talk, they rather go to jail. They rather fucking, I don't know, shoot up the block. I don't know. I don't want to do that thing where we shame black people because white people do that.
Right.
Shit too.
That's why I said. I'm not even gonna go there.
But for me though, I know a lot of niggas. I know they.
Go ahead, though, man. It's a valid point too because we got to be real. We got to be authentic, and we got to, be wide open with the shit too, man. Because. And there's a self-examination within that. You know what I'm saying? It's not just a matter of shaming because that's not the point.
I'm not trying to.
But it's a matter, you got to examine yourself every now and again. You know what I'm saying?
But I also know that the niggas are smart and they know if they start stepping out, going to do that, the clapback and the repercussion from these systems that are set up to keep us in check, dog, is gonna be real quick and real bad.
Man, I mean, look, motherfuckers get away with murder all the time.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, let's just be real about this. Motherfuckers get away with murder all the time if you know how to, So, I mean, I'm not saying that the motherfuckers should just do what he did. Do what these two, these McMicheal cats did. Like some fucking broad daylight, like boom. And just think that you're just gonna walk away and ain't gonna be no repercussions from it. But everybody slips, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I say all the time. Niggas fall down the steps every day,
and ain't nobody got to know. You don't go on fucking Facebook and Instagram and shit and brag. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
Or make a song about this shit or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Nah. This motherfucker just should not be walking. That's all I'm saying.
You give him two hot ones and throw that gun in the river, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah.
The problem is the niggas willing to go to jail over murder are probably not woke enough to worry about fucking the McMicheals and the Zimmermans of the world.
That's true.
That may be true.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Joe with the fucking common sense again. Well, we'll close it out here, dog. Like on this horrible note, dog. But this is what we're dealing with here. This is a tweet that because Roland Martin, of course, said, "Let's be clear, Georgia prosecutor in the Ahmaud Arbery case is no hero." He said on this video for a month he's only sending this to a grand jury because the video was leaked. And now, is it a he or a she?
Yeah, they've had this video for months.
Is it a he or a she?
Is the prosecutor?
Cause I hear Jackie Johnson, and then like in this video, in the picture, it's a picture of a white woman.
Jackie.
Well, there's a white chick that recused herself. Also, there was two people.
Yeah, there was two people
that recused themselves.
Right.
And one was a white chick, so that might be why that. I don't know who. I don't know who she is.
I just wanted to clarify because I won't be saying he when this is she. I want to clarify.
Well, I don't know. The letter we read. The letter we read said District Attorney George E. Barnhill.
So she might be the assistant DA then, the Jackie Johnson then, right?
Could be.
Okay.
Could be.
I don't know, but I brought this up to say this is what we're dealing with in America. So this is one of the replies to Roland Martin's post. The guy was breaking into people's homes, and then I don't know if it was people's as in plural or people's home as in ownership of the homes. I don't know. People told him to stop, but he kept running. The car following him was just keeping tabs. Not true. They called the other neighborhood.
Why the fuck does that matter that people told him to stop? Why? If people told him to stop.
Let me finish. Those were the guys in the truck waiting. The guy didn't stop to talk. He immediately attacked them. This is what we're dealing with in America. Go ahead, Joe.
Like, if you tell me to stop, where's your authority?
Dog, but that's what we're talking about, though.
Fucking chain of hope ass.
I'm a white man. You are a nigger. I have told you to stop. You need to stop. The same way that white man rolled up to your porch, a couple of weeks ago?
Yeah.
And said, what are you doing with your dog?
I need to see what you're doing with your dog, goddammit.
Like, who the fuck are you, nigga?
I don't know who the
What happened? What happened?
You ain't listened to the podcast, nigga.
No, I didn't.
Joe had a very tough week.
Yeah, it was basically, I had 3 visits actually, but from one was a agency of the city of Kansas City about my dog. Another one was a fucker from some white dude from some organization called Chain of Hope. And my thing was, if you got a badge and you represent the city, I'll talk to you. Yeah. If you are some white dude who I hear asserting your moral authority, fuck you.
And
you
that's what they did, though. But that's the problem with America, though. It's like, if a white man, why did he just stop? Because, nigga, I don't know them people, and they got guns. Fuck the fuck.
Because I don't motherfucking.
Nigga, it's Georgia. I'm a black man, and there are 3 white men in trucks with guns. That's why I didn't stop.
How about I just didn't fucking want to?
That too.
Yeah, exactly.
Who are you, nigga?
How about liberty? I just didn't fucking want to.
Sir, you don't get liberty.
Because I was already in motion. I wasn't already stopped.
Patrick Henry, give me liberty, give me death.
Sir, we don't care that you're trying to go to your boo's house or your side piece's house. We need you to stop.
Mm.
So yeah, but that's what, I brought that up though, and Joe as always just eloquent, on point, on time. Like, that's what you're dealing with though. That's the fucking mindset that you're dealing with in America. A white man with no authority, no badge, no legal reason to tell me to stop, told me to stop, and now because I didn't stop, he now has the right, him and his buddies, to just fucking shoot me in the middle of the street.
There it is.
And then this motherfucker, and even in this little burb, he ignores the fact that they had guns. He just says the man attacked them, bro. Like I said before, bro, if you come at me with a gun, I ain't John Wick, but I also know that if you have a gun or a knife and we're 2 inches away from each other, my best bet is to try to gain control of that weapon. That's the only way I'm gonna make it out of there alive. I'm sorry. The military has trained me that if you're that close and they got either a gun or a knife, it's time to fight, nigga.
Yeah, and if you approach me with a gun, then you're attacking me.
Yeah.
Or with a knife, you're attacking me.
Yeah.
If you approach me in general in a hostile way, you're attacking me.
I'm sorry, dog.
So therefore, I cannot attack you. I can defend myself.
Correct.
But I'm already under attack. So therefore, I cannot attack you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that, the whole logic don't even work. So, but that's the mindset. Like that's the mindset, man.
Yeah, we can.
Anytime these type of situations are gonna happen, anytime these situations happen, that's how, unfortunately, a majority of this population, majority of people in this society, view this shit through that type of lens. You know what I'm saying? Well, why didn't this nigga just cooperate?
Man, hopefully it's not a majority, man. Hopefully this is a vocal minority, man. Hopefully the video will be enough to say, look, this motherfucker.
Hopefully.
You hope, bro.
Man, I don't know.
It's right.
A lot of people at this point are pessimistic. I'm hopeful that we saw the situation with both of them, Gene, and they finally got was it the justice we saw? It wasn't as bad as we saw, but it was something. You know what I'm saying? The Tatiana Jefferson situation, we had an immediate arrest. Now we haven't seen what's going to happen in the trial yet, but I mean there was an arrest immediately. I'm hopeful that the Black Lives Matter movement has basically brought us to the point where these situations are no longer tenable, no longer tolerable, and we can go ahead and see a jury that's going to look at this objectively and say, hey, on some what's the fuck of that shit with Matthew McConaughey and Sam Jack? What if she were white?
That Time to Kill a Mockingbird.
What if she were white?
Time to Kill. Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
What if he were white?
No, but now imagine that she's white.
Now imagine that this jogger was white.
They gotta go.
Yeah, hopefully, man. We'll see.
I don't know.
You think they would do that shit in court for real?
Nah, I don't think so.
Now imagine that he's white.
I don't think so. I hope not. Oh shit. So
he might need that type of defense, motherfucker. Yeah, is Matthew McConaughey available?
I mean, he might be our best bet. I
don't think they're making movies right now, so he probably is.
I know, it's on Covert 19. That's what I'm telling you, nigga.
Covert 19. I don't know if y'all
trying to get the black man. Oh shit, this secrecy, man. It's all shrouded. Fuck this shit.
Break bread with your brothers whenever possible.